Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and it would seem that we got an almost unanimous response to my question I posed, and I think everybody seems to be leaning towards me taking out the layers and not waiting and just doing haven defenses in the meantime. So that's how we shall proceed. However, it won't be immediate. What we're going to do is send these two ships, the Manticore 1 and the Machine Hater, back to our base here so we can reshuffle, do as we seem to be always doing, some sort of reshuffle with our newest soldiers that we've hired, and make that possible. And then we'll send, we got a lair here and a lair not far away in Africa that we'll have to get taken care of. So beyond that, we do have our new character, our new technician that we picked up, and I want to introduce that individual to you all. So coming down here towards the bottom, we're going to find out Dwayne Clark is our newest. And Dwayne Clark, we do have a helmet for you out there. I think H11 will be kind enough to give it back to you just so you have a full complement of armor to go out with. And speaking of which, I have noticed a difference with the improved aim, and I may just end up, once we get enough resources, little by little, start getting a lot of different folks outfitted with perhaps sniper helmets, because I don't feel like the armor on a helmet in particular will stop any kind of sniper that's serious about trying to pick off our head. But I do feel, and I have noticed, the extra aim that it provides. Especially in the ambush last time, there was one of our assaults that had better aim helmet and one that did not, and there was a definite difference in their ability and the size of the circle as we were aiming in on target. So, you know, I really think that may be the way to go. I just can't drop everything to make them, but we're going to start working that way little by little. Now, there is something we do need, and that is a weapon. That's the first thing we got to build for our new technician, and it's a little pricey, but we're going to go and get it in the queue right away first. Eventually I'm going to want to get, as a matter of fact, what is the cost? Let's go find out. The cost for any more goo repellers, 15. I'm gonna dip in to at least get 2 more in production there also, so we can get more of these out there now that the goo chirons are a thing, have officially evolved to become a thing. So, and Acheron's already, we've met, have been able to spit out the goo. So I think it's time we slowly start investing in that also, especially with ambushes, especially with missions where we gotta move and we can't afford to get stuck. So that's what I'm throwing in there too. It gets us down to a measly 92, but the plan is as follows. We have 2 airships over here, and we have absolutely 0 flyers, at least at the moment. You know, the moment I say that, the flyer is going to burp out, and we're going to have to go deal with it. But I also know that if I take you, the Aurora, right here, we can trade tech for materials very nearby. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And the nice trade-off there is you get 2 tech for 12, or you pay 2 tech and you get 12 materials. So if we can find any other New Jericho havens, that's where we're going to get our best deal on materials. Second best deal on materials actually comes from Anu. Better than Synedrion even. So 2 tech for 10. So we're going to send you, and it'll kind of keep us near the flyer also, or the behemoth I should say, just in case it spits out some more flyers. So Nikolai, we're going to send you down this way because it looks like we can trade tech for, well, it's not like we need food, but we could trade for it. So we're going to send you down to these havens to trade with Anu to get some of their materials down here and get that number back in order. All right, so everybody's set to go. We got our ships flying in South America also toward another exploration point. So I think everything's ready to get moving.
Haven destroyed.
And that's that Synedrion haven that was attacked by the Pure. Unfortunately, it has been destroyed. It looks like we made it here. We're ready for our first trade. So let's trade some tech, because we happen to have what I consider at least an abundance of tech, because on the ambush we were lucky enough to pick up 2 crates of tech. So very happy about that we can put that to good use right away. 46 for 276 materials. I'm going to do that trade all day long. All right. In fact, do we have another materials? Not there, not there. Oh, it's kind of kind of a bit of a flight. We got 2 of them here. So we're going to come here not to do the mission, but to do some trade. At least Nikolai will be close if a flyer comes out, and we can always reverse course if it's a dangerous late flyer before this behemoth goes back underwater. So we're going to fly up here and make that a thing and keep moving. All right, we got another trade ahead of us here. Finally get our materials start feeling back in order. We're going to go 32 for the 160, making me feel a little more comfortable that we have some more materials in our back pocket now. So very happy about that. In fact, Nikolai, let's get you flying on to your next target. And so far, no flyers.
Research complete.
And another bonus. Anu Religion has been completed. And for that research, we get a bonus 250 materials. Actually, and a bonus 500 in the way of food. And just so you know, Dwayne Clark, our newest hire, is actually farther down the list. He was actually the last who is on the guaranteed list at number 30. So there's 6 of you right now, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you that are next in line. I'll just repeat the names real quick, just so you know you're in waiting, and we have to look based on your requests for a specific kind of soldier. So that's the only reason there's a delay in having you guys show up. So Paul Forrest Reynolds will be a sniper, Red Jack a heavy, Matt Mancinelli, a berserker, although he said, you know, if you get somebody with a special perk and they can still use melee weapons, he'll be able to switch from a berserker. He just wants that melee ability. And we got QZ Man as a heavy or an infiltrator. We have Danica Babbitts. You know, I'm not sure as far as the spelling, how I should be pronouncing that, but I gave it multiple tries in case one of them works. That's a female thief who's going to be either a sniper or desired to be a sniper or infiltrator. We also have Anna Avarice LeMay as a priest. So those are the classes that we're waiting to hire and the names that we're waiting to hire to fill out the guaranteed slots, as we've called them, on this playthrough. So I just wanted you guys to know your names are out there. Your characters are ready. Once we find them a character, we don't have that many more we have to hire. So I want you all to know you've not been forgotten. Okay, are we here yet? Not quite, I guess, because we can't trade. It still says move. So let's keep on moving. Okay, so now we can trade again. We're starting to look mighty fine here, over 1,000 in materials again. So we're improving bit by bit by bit. As a matter of fact, you know, just to get it started, because we have a infiltrator out there at the moment that kind of is looking like a priest. So, you know, I don't think I can build the whole shebang all at once here, but we're going to start. Let's just start with the most expensive set, and that is the body armor. And, well, let's just do this, because this will let us know, because this is the tech-heavy part of our purchases. So I would be willing to go down to, say, 200 in tech to get our supplies and materials up where they need to be. I'm also interested in potentially trading food for materials. I just don't want to get too low, just in case somebody comes available in our recruits tab of one of the required classes that we're looking to hire. I want the food available to be able to hire them also. So that's done. Let's get down here and do some trading also and keep everybody on the move. All right, so we're going to explore over here, see what we find over here, and get back to business. All right, we have another trade opportunity here. And that's pretty much going to be it as far as materials for tech. So let's just get it done. And we're not going to trade any more tech. Any other trading we do is going to be for food. And we could trade food here for these materials. So we'll continue on our trip over there with the Aurora. In fact, we're almost there. I could not trade food here, but I could trade food down here. So we're going to take Nikolai down this way. And did we make South America? Did we finish exploring over there yet? Oh no, we got a little bit ways to go, so I gotta be patient. And we're gonna go food for materials and keep trading this way. At least anywhere we can trade food for materials. So let's see if there's another area. Like right here, we can do it again. So we're gonna, Nikolai, we're gonna fly you up here a little farther away from the behemoth than we want, but you know, he's almost over water, so I'm gonna take that chance. And let's keep everybody going. Cybernetics for cybernetic deity. Oh, so this is not the exploration site. This is where we're doing our trade that came up next. I'm going, wait, that sounds really familiar, and I'm not interested in doing this mission right at the moment. I want to trade food for materials some more, and we can afford it. So wow, our materials are really writing. The ship is being righted about our materials very fast. So let's get back here and trade here some food because we can. And what else have we got left? Let's take a look in South America. What did we find down here? Yeah, let's just wait here and see what we find. The Last Sacrament. Our operatives have set down outside a large abandoned building. It appears to have been a temple or church of some kind. Inside there are dead bodies still sitting in chairs on the floor. There is a decayed corpse at the front, dressed in battered robes. Some sort of priest to these people. And we're going to search. And we found some more materials. How wonderful. We did lose some stamina in the process, but nothing we can't gain back with our FAR M as we're flying around. So we're going to take a chance on the lone remaining. In fact, what are we doing down at this base, by the way? We do have the energy under repair. So once that's repaired, boom, automatically, actually, we get living quarters and a satellite uplink. So, and training facility, guess what? We don't need that here either. So let's get in here and demolish that right now, too. We only have training centers at our one base. It's the way it makes sense to me, at least. So let's get our two ships flying over here. Nefertiti, no relation, and the Hunter Robin. All right. And we're going to explore here. And then we should be on our way to a trade almost there. And then how close are we to the north? We're headed up here, it seems. Oh, we got a long way to go. So let's go see what happens next. Okay, our food is still in pretty good shape, and materials are feeling a whole heck of a lot better than they have been feeling for quite a while. So what we're going to do is start sending the Aurora back to the main base, because one of our FAR-Ms will be done in 20 hours with the other one to follow. So let's start getting ready to re-equip, and then with our other team here, and then our FAR-M equipped Manticores, we'll be able to start getting more and more and more of our team out to help us on the map. And we're going to keep going. And we have links to the past. Genova. The people of Xena are friendly but cautious. Built around the remains of an old fortress, Xena is a place of refuge from the endless wars of the world. Its leader, Walter Ivan Toso, remembers World War III all too vividly and isn't interested in getting involved in another pointless struggle. I was in the army, and I was good at it, he says, speaking with a slight Italian accent. Okay, there wasn't an Italian accent in that voice of mine, but I have a hard time only doing a slight one. But if it was up to me, I would just spend my time making wine and not fighting other human beings. So let's see what this story continues as. There is something the Phoenix Project could help me with. It's superficial, perhaps, but I've been thinking a lot about family lately. I almost lost my own family during the war, you know. It took me years to track them down. I only found them a few months ago. And since then, I can't stop thinking about our links to the past, to the old world. I don't want to go back. I know we can't, but we shouldn't forget about those links. They are the story of how we got here. Toso would like us to recover an old genealogical tome from what used to be his family's crypt. So we'll accept the mission as another possible something out there that we could look at doing. Thank you, he says. We always try to keep things practical here, and the truth is that the tome doesn't have any practical purpose, but the information within it connects us to all the people who came before us. And perhaps sometimes we need to be just a little romantic. So let's just see where Bloodlines is, and it's way over down here. It'll give us an excuse to check out a question mark on this Anu Haven at some point, but it's a long ways away. So now the Hunter Robin, if I can get back to it now, we got to get you guys flying, and I'm thinking, well, it looks like we're flying back here. We got another question mark up this way. Everything else on these teams looks fairly decent. Yeah, we're in good shape, so we're going to get both of you flying up to this exploration site. Fortunately, we did not find an ambush so far, but you know, now that I just said it, you know what's going to happen. Oh man, why did I even open my freaking mouth? Okay, let's keep everybody flying again and keep the ball a-rolling. Okay, so there is a Haven Defense that came out, and it's way over here. Now, fortunately, this one will defend itself, and more than likely, it's from this site right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a go to try and get back there, but what that means is I need to do the reshuffle on the ships that are here now. The Machine Hater and Manticore 1. We're gonna do a little shuffle, and so what I'll do is I'm gonna get in here, do the shuffle between Manticore 1, Machine Hater, and who's in the base right now to kind of come up with as balanced a team as I can to take back out. So that's the plan, and we will be back shortly. Alrighty then, I've made the choices, and really I didn't end up making that many changes than I expected. At least what I expected to on the Manticore 1 and the Machine Hater. We added MacGyver as a technician, and I thought that was the best fit for this, what ended up being already a very balanced team. 2 heavies, 2 snipers, 2 assaults, a priest, and then with Squeaky being able to repair us when he helps us, I thought it'd be nice to be able to have the potential to heal him back when he's out there helping us, since he's one of the weaker of the vehicles. So that's what I decided to complete this team with. Now, I did get everybody else down here. Dwayne Clark, you now have your official helmet. F11, that means, or H11. Felipe, you have just your normal garden variety assault helmet back on temporarily until we're able to upgrade you with some aim there. As I was saying before, I like that idea. Landon Avery, we did upgrade your weaponry a little bit, getting you ready for when you go out. So I want to make sure everybody that's still here, in fact, we'll have some SP to spend once we get you airborne and ready to go, Airhawk. So everybody here is going to make a nice little team on their own as they get ready to go out with some nice weaponry. So we do have your new outfit under construction. We did at least complete the Synedrion crossbow, so you actually have an official weapon now that won't run out of ammo. Shane Marine, Grunt Vanson, and Trooper Square Nuts, you're in good shape at the moment also. So that's kind of the way we're looking. So as soon as the FAR M's become available, we'll start loading up our other teams and our remaining vehicle, the road train, on the final 2 ships once we get those converted out. So that's the plan. So let's get the Manticore 1 and the Machine Hater, and we're going to find out if they're going to be speedy enough to get over here to our intended target in Africa. Probably going to be cutting it close. We may just run out of time, but at least we'll have a positive, strong team over in this vicinity if we don't make it in time to maybe jump over here and take on the lair. So that's the thought process there. And also we have you, looks like you're just about ready to trade, so let's get that trade going. And I think we're in good shape. We're now all of a sudden, after spending a half a Well, not more than a hat. We spent a bunch of tech to improve and get our materials back in order. Now we got to start being a little tiny bit careful about our tech situation. But other than that, we're doing okay. So Nikolai, let's also get you back to the base here. So as soon as the FAR M start coming off the production line, we can get you guys converted. We can get you guys equipped up with some teams and get you flying. And the Behemoth is almost, well, it's roaming the land, but trust me, it's almost underwater. Let's keep going.
Research complete.
All right, so we just picked up mutation technology. And with that, it's not all the mutations possible out there, but we can pick up a regeneration torso if we so desire. We have stomper legs, and I know there's at least one of you out there, without looking at my notes, that's going to want a set of these. And we also have the armored head that makes us immune to daze effects. So new research is also available. Let's check that out. Mutagen harvesting, which is probably a good thing to get up near the top also. Now that we have captives, we can actually start converting them into mutagens. We're going to keep bionic technology up there. I think that's important. And then also the neurotoxin weapons to be able to capture even more once we get going here. That would also be a positive. So that's what we're looking at the moment. And at some point I'll have to stop, and there's so much research that we still got to get going. So much. Always so much to do, so little time. Let's keep everybody moving. And for as far as we got, and that little advancing, maybe we'll make it to that base defense. I'm still not hopeful. Let's find out. Uh-oh, a late Pandoran flyer has just come out. Let's get a sense if we can see. We can't even see it yet. Oh, wait, there it is. It looks like it might even be a Berith, unfortunately. So depending on where it goes, we might just let it be. Or if we feel we have the right weaponry, we do have 2 ships at least. Well, you know, maybe we will give it a try, and if we aren't able to shoot it down, that'll be the clue that maybe we're going to need a 3rd fighter for the next appearance of the Behemoth. So I guess that's the way we're going to look at it. The FAR M's aren't quite available yet, so let's get our flyers flying down there. And it's kind of, we don't know which way it's aiming yet, so let's just bring ourselves down in that direction for now. We'll stop off right here with the Aurora. And Nikolai, if I can find your ship, there it is. We're going to bring you down right here as kind of our meeting up point and get a sense of where the flyer is going to be headed. Okay, so the good news is the flyer is not, and the Behemoth is officially gone. The flyer is not at any dangerous site, so there's no way I'm risking the ships to take this thing down. We're going to give it a go and see if 2 are up to the task to give me an idea of how we may or may not need to upgrade weaponry and or add an extra ship for fighter purposes. That's why we're taking on this particular battle. And do we have a better sense? Nah, now all of a sudden I'm feeling like we aren't going to make it, but we'll give it a go. Alright, looks like we're going to be having an air battle. Looks like the Aurora got there first. And we'll find out if we have what it takes based on this weaponry. So we can dodge these 2. And so we're going to try taking out the spikes and then taking out the ram all the while we're dodging. Now, unfortunately, we only have 1 afterburner. So if you got to follow up and we still got these 2 things shooting at us, I don't know if we'll have enough firepower to take this baby down. But we're going to try take. Oh, well, this is visual too. This is visual too. So maybe what I'll focus on is these first, then start wearing down as much of the acid spitters that we can, since this is such short range anyway. That would we know Nikolai can take care of that as long as we don't leave him. If we can take out 2 of these, Nikolai just might be able to take out the other acid spit and the ram. One can hope. One can hope. So let's see how this goes. Okay, we are targeted. And there come the spikes that we need to take out. And they hit the afterburners hard. Hard again. And we're going to dodge here against that. Okay, we took out the spike, so we only have one more spike hit. That shouldn't be enough to take out the afterburners, which is huge. Because we need to start focusing now on the acid. So let's see if we can have that happen right now. Yeah, it came close to taking out the afterburners, but not quite. Okay, look at that. I'm not even paying attention. We already took out another one of the acid spits. So let's retarget again to the other acid spit. Because if we can knock out enough of these weapons and damage them enough, I do believe Nikolai can come on in and finish this baby off. And we just took it out. One big blow. Boom. Now, we got to come over here, see if we can take this thing out before it rams us and hurts us pretty bad. We do have the ability to dodge once we get into range of this thing. We can actually dodge the ram, at least for a little while. So, there is a hope. There is a hope. I'm going to dodge. Okay, we're still dodging from the first evasion. We don't need to hit much more. It's a quick reloader, though. And we just took it out. Sorry, Nicholas. And Nikolai is not going to get a chance on this one, after all. Well, the good news is, if we keep on facing this kind of weaponry, we just might be able to handle the Beriths. We're going to see how the weaponry might change when the behemoth returns. But we got some nice attitude adjustments, a little bit from everybody, and we got some material, even more materials. How about that?
I come bearing a message from the voiceless Hierophant. Words do not matter. Everything written is ash. Everything spoken is wind. But your actions show promise. Let the rite of hunger commence. Are you ready to make a sacrifice for our faith?
Okay, now getting up to this next level starts having diplomatic, well, things diplomatically, like if we make the sacrifice, someone else is not going to be happy about it. But since the someone else's right now are also in decent diplomatic shape, I'm going to see about making taking that potential hit now.
The voiceless Hierophant will be pleased, and you will gain new insights and come closer to the perfection of the body. May your journey to the blind legate continue.
Alrighty, so we gained some skill points and only lost minor attitude on this particular one. Alright, I don't know if we're going to make it to our next target. Let's see. Okay, so this wasn't the next mission. This was just another level we hit. So that's why the diplomacy hits weren't too major. So let's send our 2 ships back to get re-outfitted and repaired and wait for the new FAR-Ms that'll be coming available. And while we're at it now, let's get over here. Oh boy, I don't know if we're going to make it. Another SOS somewhere else. Where? This is over in the Americas where we're headed. And I kind of feel like we need to break away from our exploration and come back and finish it later and head up here. Because if we just miss out on the other one, then we still have a chance to help this one. And it looks like it may be another lair attack going on over here. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But I'm going to keep my eyes over here where, you know, it may just blip out on us just before we get there. Let's find out.
The disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Well, disciples of Anu? Where would the disciples of Anu... I see nothing here that shows disciples of Anu under attack. So I'm going to assume Anu Masuwari is under attack, it says. I don't even know where that is. This doesn't take me there if I click on it. Let's just briefly take a look. Okay, so it just hasn't popped up here yet. So we will get a far M. We have our first far M, so now we have to decide, will one ship's worth of folks, that'll be a team of 6 or a team of 3 with a vehicle. And I think if we're going to have any hope at all, and the ships aren't even here yet to pick them up. So let's keep our eye here. We can't even respond to Anu yet. We're going to see if we make this one. And we didn't. We did not. So let's go back over here and get our team picked up. And I think we're gonna probably give this one a go with a less than full team, kind of a newish team as far as our levels are concerned, and see if we can make it happen. Okay, Nikolai, you were the first one there. Let's take a look at your plane. What we're going to do is we're going to switch out the far M over here. You're no longer a fighter, although you do carry the weapons, and we're going to get you loaded up. And I just feel that only having 3 soldiers with the vehicle, I'm just feeling like, we need soldiers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be everybody that's, oh baby. And maybe that's not going to be the best choice because so it would only be 5 soldiers now. Now I've got a tough decision to make. I could take a road train, and what I can do then is follow up at least as soon as the Aurora gets there. I can then fly 2 more down there. So yeah, we're now going with the vehicle. And Shane Marine Grunt, let's get you promoted before we send you out. Stealth and accuracy, or deploying a decoy. Now, one thing we don't have for you yet are spider drones, which I really value on my infiltrators. So we're going to have to see about doing something about that. I don't think this is the best weapon for you because it requires you to get up close. So I'm actually going to take that away from you and throw a grenade in the quick slot in a way that you might help us. So for this particular mission, I'm thinking I'm going to once again go with strength and willpower, building you up. I'm not going to pick the actual abilities on this one. I'm going for a little straight stat boost first on you. And we got one more, and that's going to be you, Tomas, Terrible, and Enriquez. We're going to get you on the Nikolai Carpathia. And that means 2 more, Airhawk and Landon Avery. That's going to give you a little more time, Dwayne Clark, since you don't have a weapon, to get a little more training in. So you're going to be the best soldier possible to take out. Let's give Landon his promotion that he picked up. Good news to pick up quick aim. And we'll also then pick up a Papa Will. Now we're going to be going into the mist, so you guys are going to be picking up some delirium when we get there. Oh well. In fact, I think we have enough time so both ships arrive at the same time. I don't think the timer's going to run out on us. Let's just get the last ship over here and get you loaded up too. Okay, Airhawk onto the Aurora, and Landon Avery onto the Aurora. So we figured out the best possible team to get down there to give us a chance for success. Even though Commander ZigZag was blinded to it temporarily, we will have an adequate team in my mind now to get down there. Let's get them flying. The Aurora and Nikolai also. All right, let's get back over to where we're almost there. This is going to be our next mission, to help out Synedrion and see what we can do. We're lucky. We've been hitting a lot of daytime missions lately, and we could definitely use this payoff, especially with the tech. So we're going in with the team against a Pandoran enemy. Now, as far as the team that we can take, we have a team of 6, 7, 8. So I actually have a total of 9, so I think we're going to go with this team. Citizen Eileen, I have not got you that extra pistol yet, so I'd rather take GP out. I believe GP, we gave you a pistol. Yeah, I'd rather take GP out and make up the team of full team this way. I feel this is, you know, it's always a hard call taking out vehicles or individuals, but we need to level up some of you guys more than others, and so we're going out with individuals as opposed to the vehicle on this particular one. Okay, we do have spider drones available on this one. I'm kind of leaning towards, you can only shoot one at a time, and so between grenades and the spider drones, that's the way we're going to leave you. And I'm not going to spend any SP. Skidoo, no SP spending, and you've got a good balance on yourself. Soren Black, yeah, that's not a bad mix for you. As a matter of fact, though, we tend not to go through the ammo all that much, even with gun kata. I would like to get an extra grenade onto you and equip things this way. We'll keep the grenade at the ready and have backup with the med kit. In fact, we can carry a lot here. So the question becomes how much. So the ammo capacity, that's 20 shots we have with us. I think that should be adequate. So what we're going to do is this. So you're usually up close and in the thick of things. We'll give you the extra med kit also along with those 3 grenades. Joe, expendable average, we have 1 turret to take out, and that's what we're going to do. Robbie Zasso, you're fully laden. Not going to spend any SP. I don't think we had. Yeah, we didn't have SP there to spend. Jerry Stray Catkins, we're all fully equipped with you. And Josh, did it go to the next proper ship? Yes, we did. So Joshua Coolio J. Payne, I don't think we really need the extra willpower right now. Having a sniper rifle proficiency couldn't be bad either, but we're going to give you a little more strength so that you have the ability to potentially carry more and do that instead. Citizen Eileen, we sat you down on this one. Same with you, Citizen Andrew. And we're going to take you, GP. So there's nothing else to spend with you either. Got to remember that you have the ability to jump up a level if we have an opportunity to get you on some high ground to be sniping from. And other than that, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're going to go, since you've picked up Master Marksman 2, I think we're going to change your weapon. You know, it's often good to have something slightly harder hitting, but right now we're built for accuracy with you. So until we have the ability to hit some things a little harder, like say with Marked for Death kind of a thing, or whatever, I think we're going to change that weaponry on you. So there we go. That's my thinking. That's my thought process. All items on this battlefield will be automatically recovered. We will see you down there. And that's the first time I've done that. Rather than hit deploy squad, I stopped my recording. So now we're back. Let's get down there and deploy the squad. All right, guys. We have a Revenant. So this must be, hello, Mr. Revenant. What is the resistance? This Pandoran has developed a unique active armor protection. So damage from the first hit in a turn. So in other words, don't snipe him first, is what this is called. Do not snipe him first. Because I think it would mean the first bullet. So does that mean this guy's name? No, that's an Arthron Brute Prime. So that is not Max Coda. So he is not the actual Revenant. But I do believe it means all of these guys have the same Revenant resistance. So we don't know where Max Coda is hiding. We just know he's out there somewhere. And we're going to have to deal with him. So let's see about what we can do to make the first hit. Now it just says first hit in a turn. So I don't know if that damage from the first hit. So that probably, I'm going to have to assume that might mean a grenade and it's not just about ballistics. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure. So what we're going to do is this. You can see the guy. I wonder if you can be the one that makes the first hit. And then everybody else we bring after this guy will damage him properly. equipment was damaged. So I don't know if that counts as the first hit. Okay, so the shield should still be a first hit, right? That's what a hit's a hit. A hit is a hit. Is a hit is a hit. Let's see if we can bring some snipe shots over there, potentially. You can see them from here. Let's see what that shot looks like. We're going to go right in here with your shot and cross our fingers. Good job. So I think that first hit on the shield, I don't think that was a 75% reduction. So we did our job bioclonic with that first hit, getting it out of the way for us. Now, yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll come in front of you to keep your potential overwatch open. We won't get an overwatch from GP this turn, but we'll sure go for another hit. And we took out the torso. He's still alive and kicking, only bleeding 10. So we would need a little extra help to take him out. And I'm kind of thinking this is a little extra help, and everybody else then will position. Oh, okay. Well, I can hit him. Let's just step you forward to make sure. Now, is there many trees going to be in the way? Potentially, yes. So that may be. Let's face it. That's probably not the best answer. So instead, what other options do we have? We can run this far, and problem is a lot of us who are running. Well, we actually can maybe dash you far enough. Thing is, we're going to come around the corner and potentially see other enemies. So we may have to change our plans on the fly.
Time for the push.
And oh boy, did we start seeing other enemies. He looks like a close range guy with a thug. No, he's a ghoul, so that's a virus weapon. And the other guy back here, shield bearer champion. Now, I do not believe he with the prime, right? Isn't that the one we learned? The prime is the one that comes with the spitterhead. So he's a regular old, yeah. And the first hit is not the strongest. So, I'm not looking forward to a lot of virus within us. Let's see if your grenade can reach any of our new friends that have been found out here. Not really. Not really. So, let's bring you forward and we see if the not really becomes a little better. Yeah, we can't pick up multiple targets. And now the question is, we got this is a virus weapon because it says ghoul. I never did check if it. Yeah, ghoul is virus, and that guy has 22 movement. I'm really not interested in getting you much farther forward. Let's just take a look at your grenade. Can you reach anything with it? Nah. Now the one thing we do have on our side is the overwatch that we're going to be able to put out here for anybody running towards us. So we're going to do that.
I'll keep both.
Soren, I'm kind of leaning towards pulling you back at this point. Just doing a lot of overwatch against these guys getting too close to us, especially with that virus weapon. Skidoo, maybe you can do the extra virus weapon shot from this point. Let's find out. That's a shield bearer. Yeah, you seem to have a better chance to hit over here. And I am thinking let's just take the shot to start wearing them down. And then Jerry Stray Catkins, we can bring you over here. That doesn't see our ghoul now, does it? And that's really not going to get you close enough. Yeah, not going to get you close enough for a worthwhile shot. So we'll bring in your Overwatch close range also. Average expendable Joe. What I'm thinking is, can we throw your turret over here We'll probably have to then run up and pick it back up. But I like the idea of having it on the ground for some extra shots against these guys, potentially.
This will help.
And then
Already there.
put you on Overwatch 2.
Nothing will get past me.
If they want to get close to us or try to get close to us, let them. And the other thing we'll do is see about getting a little spider drone protection, distraction, whatever you want to call it, out here also. I'll thank you, Synedrion, for helping us out. Not that he wasn't going to die anyway. Okay, we did get infected. It's like he knew right where to stop, so our Overwatch wouldn't pick him up. That poor Synedrion soldier. We hit a building instead of the individual. Let's just say there's a lot of enemies out there and we just picked up an acid myrmidon on top of everything else. So, you gotta be able to see some now. Let's see who our best shots look like. Not necessarily these big guys with shields, although maybe these big guys with claws that we can shoot off are our best choices. Let's just double check over. Yeah, our big guys with claws. We're going for claws. 2 shots. That didn't seem like a very authoritative claw shot. That was an authoritative claw shot. So this guy's out of the picture. Which means now that we have a spider drone over here, I'm thinking this can we can run him behind the shield on this guy. And see what we can do. I don't think we quite have the range to get both, especially with this small wall here. So I'm not gonna. And what did we do here? We didn't damage or hurt any of the arms, unfortunately. And let's take a look at your will is 4 with 5 virus. What we're gonna have to do is just stand you there, have everybody else take care of this guy with the virus weapon, and have you recover so you do not panic. So that means for a turn, GP, you're going to be out of it. Okay, that means the rest of us have got to get to work. Now this guy's health is pretty dang good, yes. We also have you that could weaken someone out there for us. I think we're not going to try and get greedy and pick them both up and not really hurt them both. The other option is this guy and try and take off his claw. And this guy does, yeah, he's brute, so he does have a spitterhead also. So we need to totally take him out anyway. So the guy that worries me the most, that can disrupt us the most, is Mr. Make Us Panic right here. And we did a good job on him. Unfortunately, he can still shoot. I think he's probably able to regenerate. Did I see that right? Yes. So he's still in the picture. So we have 2 shots from you, and 2 shots, as long as it hits good enough in there, should be enough to take him out, is what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, in fact, a 1 shot may have been enough. Now that he's bleeding 50, let's find out. He is bleeding 50 with 50 health. Good job, Skidoo. I think that was you. Yes, it was. Now let's see if you have any kind of shot from that position on the other guy. Not him, but him. Can we work in? Oh, you know, It's like the other guy's arm is in the way just a little bit. But what we're going to do is take your shot to try and wear down that other arm on the guy in the back and see what we can do. And we did wear it down. We did wear it down. Let's see if our sniper has any kind of a shot over here. Not there, but here. It's not an amazing shot. There's lots of little holes we could potentially hit through. His shield is positioned pretty well. And if I take out the pincer, he can still spit. So I'm going for overall damage right here. And you got him in the leg. That was awesome, Robbie. That was awesome. I'm thinking we might be able to follow that one up okay, just fine. Right here. And he absolutely cannot move. And oh, baby. Movement is still 5. That's borderline on whether he can get close enough for a spit. What I can do just to make 100% sure is throw another grenade. That puts a lot of us in acid myrmidon range by doing that, but it's what I'm going to do.
Proceeding. Here's a little trick I know.
Okay, now we're going to be able to start coming around the corner and helping out Synedrion, which is taking it hard on the chin from what I can tell, once we get past this acid myrmidon. So we're going to be overwatching you straightforward.
Yes.
We're just going to be doing a lot of overwatches looking straightforward, although the overwatches is probably going to pick this guy up as he runs away, if that's what he does. Let's take your pistol and overwatch so we hopefully avoid that guy, and if that thing starts flying in towards us, maybe we can pick it up.
Got you covered.
Joe Expendable, since we have that one thing that'll be flying towards us, trying to bite into us, I'm thinking we will take this turn for you to do a little electric reinforcement to try and help us out that way. And then we will have an overwatch from you, although I don't like shooting over all of us. I don't trust that. So, you know what? I'm not going to do your overwatch. I'm going to move you straight forward, Robbie Zasso, so we can start working on getting around the corner. I guess we could also work on just going straight through the building somehow also.
Let's show 'em
You,
what we can
fortunately, Bioclonic, are still hidden. So I'm going to get you ready to be able to start shooting out spider drones over here. You're now a blip on the map also, by the way. Let's do a little more overwatching just in case that Myrmidon can be hit. And Cleo J.
Activating scanners.
Not sounding too good for Synedrion. He dropped, thank goodness. Now we got the acid Myrmidon that'll be coming towards us. And it's gonna bite us. Fortunately, just one bite. They're damaging the structures a little aggressively for my taste. And he started shooting, or tried shooting, for the sound blip that we made going through that window. But apparently he missed, and we are back hidden once again. So let's start figuring out how we need to do this. First of all, I think the turret can do this. Ooh, that really doesn't go a long way towards damaging the torso, but we're going to take both shots here. Ah, there, look, it shows we can. Once we got rid of enough armor, let's have him stop the dance so we can take out the torso. There we go. That means you, Jerry, are going to be able to heal. Start making progress in this direction. I'm thinking up towards this corner. Let's see about getting you healed. And we're going to run you towards this corner. He shouldn't hopefully be able to see you from there. That's what I'm counting on.
I'll be right there.
Soren. Now we're going to have these two made a move to come in towards the center here. So we have that to deal with. One thing we can do is we have 2 spider drones. That'll pretty much, I believe, tell us what we're looking at here. Okay, we're looking at a Myrmidon and an Arthron. And then we'll do a distraction here. He'll be able to outright kill it before we can explode it, but it's allowing the rest of us to have some time. Same thing here, but it's giving us that extra time to get repositioned. Now, fortunately, you will not start panicking anymore, GP. I am thinking if I get you over here, I'm going to go right here and overwatch through the it's a closed door right now, but if he moves towards us, So maybe I'm going to bring you right here.
Relocate.
We are going to do an overwatch for you over here to protect potentially by a colonic or anything that comes through that door. And we can let this thing bleed out now. Josh Coolio J, where can I jump you to that would be somewhat helpful? And I'm kind of thinking right here because it allows you to just drop some grenades down where we might need it. So we're going to try that. And do I want you near the edge? He can shoot, but he'll probably go for the spider drone. Let's just give you an edge position just in case. Soren Black. We got a lot of you left. What we're going to do over here with you is come over here. Get that turret picked back up. And bring ourselves wide, so maybe we can get the turret replaced in a better position, or just shoot your PDW. Soren Black, you know, kind of get a sense we need to get some of us, and since you have a pistol anyway, it's going to do us more good on the interior. You do have, let's do at least one dash to get you over here. Because that then allows us to go here and also overwatch with our pistol. Skidoo. I'm not going to quite bring you to the door because I don't want the door opened. So we're going to bring you here.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
And give us some options to deal with these guys over here. Robbie Zasso, you too. We're going to get you close. It does have you crouching, but it's a low to the ground target, so I don't really want to get you in that line of fire.
Let's go.
Let's see if this Overwatch could work for us. Well, that Synedrion helped us a lot. Looks like we hit his shield. He ignored, I believe, the spider drone. Ooh. That has a Revenant red glow. There, my friends, is our Revenant. And this guy is going to bleed out. So here's our Revenant. There is good old Max Coda Sinclair. Right there. I don't know that do we have anybody? Do we have anybody with the ability, with any zappers where we could try? Because at some point we need to capture our Revenant. I don't know that I have anybody on this team. Bioclonic originally had one, but I don't know that I gave it to anybody else, unfortunately, and I just want to do a quick double check. Sorry about that, everybody, but I do want to double check. And we lost an arm here. I missed the shot at us that lost our arm. Is that what this guy did? The good news is we may have lost an arm. Well, we can heal it. And the healing, can we repair? The question is, can we repair a lost limb yet? And that I don't think we can do. So unfortunately, you're going to be out of it except for any grenades you might have left. Right here. Unfortunately, if we try throwing the grenade, so what we're going to do is we have you up here. They can maybe start disrupting this guy and weakening him down for us. We also have this guy that can come over. And where do I want to explode the spider drone? Will we do more benefit there or here? See, this guy's a brute champion, but he doesn't have quite as much health as this guy, I don't think. So I'm going to explode over here. And he no longer has a shield. So we did get rid of the shield. Now we have to decide. None of us can technically move because we're being overwatched. Even if we try throwing a grenade. Now I wonder if you toss a turret. Will he try overwatching the turret? Is that something? Will he go for you because you're moving to throw the turret, or will he go for the turret that's being tossed? That is the question. Let's find out. He didn't shoot the Overwatch turret, so that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. So I'm hoping we can run away with you and bring you back here. He still gets to shoot at you, dang it! But yeah, he couldn't really hit you too well because we were behind cover. So that's the good news. And then, now that his Overwatch, he's going to probably shoot out my turret now and cost me a whole bunch of money.
Executing.
We're just going to continue to try piling on the damage, and I think I'm in return fire range, but we're going to take that chance. Except we got rid of his gun. So that was a good chance to take. Now I can sit here with one more PDW shot.
Aiming.
Try and hurt him some more. And he's bleeding out 40. He will not bleed out. He can spit. So you're a little bit dangling in the wind at the moment. Now we have other things we can try doing. We launched a grenade with you. Yeah, not a whole lot more I can do there. So hunker. Let's see what we can do with our guys over this way. We can finish you off. I do believe, by bringing you here. That means he can at most get one shot against us. Let's see what this shot looks like here. We have a chance to kill him. So we didn't have to worry about the return fire. We do see an... Okay, this guy's not an issue. So what I may do is keep you there on Overwatch. Or I can run you back also. Wonder if this gives us a line of sight or not.
Ready to engage.
I would like him to stop moving quite so drastically. Okay, took out the head. Will points down to 6. Good job. So it looks like this episode, or this mission, we're not going to be capturing Max Coda, and he will come back to haunt us yet again. What I do think is I have enough shots where we can kill him. Because these are not our first shots of the turn. So let's give it a go. Through the lamp. Sorry, Max. We're going to capture you one of these days. Now I've got this guy. And I'm going to try a sniper shot from you, GP. And we're going to try... Wow, that's because that's the first shot on the guy. So we're going to take our first shot on the guy in a slightly different way, so your shot can hurt him a little bit more. There's the first shot. Now, your shot should hurt just a little bit more. In fact, we can take out the pincer. Thank you. Now, this guy wasn't a shield bearer. He is a brute, so he has a spitterhead. And I can't move you any further. Can't move any of you any further. What I am going to do... Yeah, I can't do anything else with you, Jerry, because you're bum arm. And Soren. There are things I could try with you. Let's look at this again. Well, I think we're hitting shield with him, but we'll keep loading up.
Eyes peeled.
And trying again. Very good. Now I'm feeling better about trying to bring Soren out here. We do have to worry about not it. Well, he's slowed. Moving a whole whopping 6, so I can't afford to get a little more aggressive in my positioning with you, Soren. In fact, let's do it in one move. And then we got 2 shots. Actually, we do have a gun kata.
Must focus.
And I'm glad we took it because looks like we're gonna need every shot we have. And we hit him. Now, is he gonna bleed out? Not quite. It doesn't look like it. So he's potentially in range to spit us. In fact, that was my last option. So rather than, I guess if we're gonna get spit, let's pull you back. He can move a little farther. Thank you for taking one for the team, Soren. Now, I think we can finish these guys off. Let's start with the turret. Now, Soren, you probably want retribution, but you aren't exactly lined up quite properly. And well, actually, this guy's going to bleed out now, so we don't even need to do that. Then we got this guy who's running away. Is there any other blips on the map? Well, it's not a blip, but it's going to take him, if we can get there sooner than he can run away. So what I'm going to do is jet jump you over here to try and throw a grenade next turn.
I'm on the move.
We're also going to bring you
I'm here.
forward. So you're not bleeding. I can't help your arm, but we're going to run you over here so maybe you can throw a grenade too.
Advancing.
Soren, we got to get you healed up.
Focus.
And let's see if you have an angle, even though I don't think you do. Yeah, you don't really. What we'll do is we'll just shoot into here to have this be the first reduced shot, maybe. So any shots afterwards can kill the guy. Oh, he's bleeding out, right? Yeah, he's bleeding out. So we've done everything we can. Nobody else is going to get over here in time. He's the last guy. All right, Jerry. We know you want to do it.
Let's do this.
Oh man, does that tell me it's not even going to blow him up? You know why? Probably because of the Revenant reduction to the first hit. There we go. All right, so no promotions. Robbie Zasso, you came the closest on this one. We survived overall okay. We did take some poison Soren. We lost an arm on somebody, so we're going to have to recover. Once again, we're going to have to recover some stamina on ourselves also. And that was, who was that? Yeah, Jerry Stray Catkins is going to have to recover some stamina. All right, so we did get some more new and wonderful weaponry. Happy about all that. Happy about the payoff. Let's go see what we cost in resources and how much of that payoff we get to keep. We have a location of this particular colony also. Well, it's a new Pandoran lair. Oh no, this is the same one. And so it's over here in the Americas. That's why it's a new lair location that we came up with. I just can't go to it directly yet. What we're going to do is I actually am going to fly here probably upcoming, and I can afford a sniper. And you know, we've been waiting for a sniper. We've been waiting to hire a sniper. So I'm probably going to bring you up here. This base, well, it doesn't even have a living quarters to help recover stamina, but I'm still coming up here with the team. Let's see, what other base do we have down here? So we can recover stamina and health down here. So which ship has the least hurt on it? And that would be the Nefertiti. So Nefertiti, we're going to send you up here to see about hiring the new sniper that we need. And then we're going to take, the Hunter Robin and come down here to heal up because we need a little stamina here for Jerry Stray Catkins. And this is probably where I'm going to call it. It's a long mission, but fortunately, this time we know we have a quick and upcoming next mission right here. So I don't feel bad about calling this one short at this point, since we do have another mission queued up. Hope you enjoyed it. We're making progress every which way here and there. In fact, if I can get a little more tech back in, we're in range of being able to start building a Tiamat too. So mutation technology, we just finished that, so there's probably also a mutation lab I'm going to have to worry about. But I'll take a look between episodes, figure out what we got to spend. when and how and what order I want to spend it, and then we'll continue. And fortunately, we'll get some more rewards if we successfully complete our next Haven Defense also, and then we can start focusing in on all these layers that we got. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. Still glad to be back, still building back stamina. I'm going to hopefully get a chance to record multiple episodes one of these days, so I don't have to worry about running out of steam and not getting an episode out every day. So I have some built up. That's what I'm working for, and bear with me as I start getting back into the groove. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching, and I do hope to see you next time.